Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Garnet Trust exclusive interview. Today, I am here with South Carolina guard Jacobi Wright. Jacobi, how we doing, my man?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure. So, before we get things started, Jacobi and we both went to Fort Mill High School, so that's
Yeah.
that's a pretty dope connection right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
But yeah, man, Jacobi, what was it like playing at Fort Mill back in the day?
Man, it was very exciting for me. Very fun time, man. It seems like so long ago, but when I'm back home, I still work out there. I still have a good relationship with a lot of staff, people there. Coach Hart. So I still talk to him all the time. He comes to my games still. So that's like family to me. And being where I'm from, I always like to go back. So.
For sure. Now, before we really get into all the the inner details of this season with men's basketball, got to ask you, what's your go-to food spot when you're back in the mill?
That's tough, man. I like to go to TK Deli in the breakfast time. Give me a bagel. I like to go to Jim and Nick's.
Oh yeah.
Lunchtime is pretty good. But other than that, man, I just eat regular stuff like Chipotle, Bojangles. I eat everything pretty much. So
TK Deli though, that place is, oh my god,
it's really good for breakfast time. Definitely breakfast and brunch.
But anyway, all right, so let's get into the men's basketball side of things. Just break down what it was like seeing your team's name, South Carolina, appear on that screen when with March Madness.
Man, it was an unbelievable feeling. This is my first time being in a tournament. It's just great to see all the hard work we put in this year paying off. This is year 3, like I said, so it's much better being on this side of it than your season being over with, and it's just exciting to see where you're gonna play and who you're gonna play against, man. It's something you can never get back, man. It's something I always cherish.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys are obviously playing Oregon in the first round, and you get to go up against your old teammate Jermaine Kusner. I was listening he was talking with the Oregon media yesterday, and he's like, "Yeah, Jacobi and Josh Gray are probably going to be texting me and stuff, but I ain't going to text back and all this and that because they know how it is."
Mm-hmm.
Did you already text him, or what's the deal?
No, I actually haven't. We talked after they won their conference tournament through text, but we haven't talked since the selection show, and we probably won't talk to after the game. So we both just locked in. I know how he is, and he knows how I am. So we're competitive, and it's all business now.
Yeah. So you were a freshman when he was here. How important was he in your development? I know you guys had a ton of older guys on that team, like Chico and Devin Carter, I believe, guys like that. So how big was Jermaine in your development?
Man, it was great for me. Just the first thing is just going against him in practice every day. Going against an older guy, somebody who had the experience. I can just even just watching them every day and just learning from him and competing against him every day made me extremely, extremely better. So, I'm always thankful for him, man. It's like my big brother, man. So we still talk to this day. So that kind of just shows what relationship we made while we were at school together.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite story or memory that you share with him from y'all's time together?
Man, it's so many. I don't know, but yeah, I can't pinpoint one exactly, but we had a lot of good memories from that.
Yeah, for sure. So, have y'all started looking at Oregon at all? And I mean, I'm sure most of y'all were asked about yesterday, but obviously no one really has a clue about anything with what the other team is all about. But have you guys started checking out what Oregon's up to?
I mean, we kind of have individually. I think some of the guys have went back and watched a game of theirs after the selection show. But as a team, we have practice later, so we'll pretty much probably watch film later and see what we're gonna do and start putting our game plan today in practice.
Yeah, for sure. So, for those watching later, just wanted to ask from their perspective, what is it like going through tournament preparation? Because obviously you guys went through the SEC tournament last week. What's kind of the breakdown of what you guys are doing on a day-to-day basis at this point?
Man, I'll just say in tournament time, it's a lot. Things happen a lot quicker. In the SEC tournament, you play back-to-back days, and you don't know who you're gonna play until they play the game the day before. So it's just a lot of very spontaneous things. Film sessions, there's a lot more film because you don't have as much time to practice, of course. But you just really gotta go off what you know. In the SEC tournament, we played all the teams at least once, so we had something. But the NCAA, you playing teams you may not have played before, so it's just in that way, it's very much different. Just having to learn more on the fly, and it's a lot more mental game and taking care of your body, especially. That's a big key part of it too.
Yeah, no. Speaking of the SEC tournament, figure we'll talk about that for a second. You guys beat Arkansas, and then you get a rematch with Auburn. And I know talking to some of y'all the day before that game, y'all were like super excited about it. Had been looking forward to getting some redemption, revenge, whatever you want to call it. And obviously, it didn't really work out. What do you feel like kind of just went wrong? Is it something like that y'all did, or is it more like Auburn's just a very good team and they're hard to beat?
Maybe a little bit of both. We obviously tried to come out and execute our game plan. Some things didn't work for us, but you really got tippy cap to Auburn. They ended up winning the whole thing, and they did some things that kind of really hurt us during the game, like the offensive rebounding and stuff like that. They play really hard, and they have a really good, well-rounded team, well coached. So, they just got the best of us this year, and that's all right. But this is a really good team we played against.
Does it make it easier at all knowing that they were the eventual SEC champions? And it's just like, hey, I mean, look, we lost bad, but we lost to the best team in the conference.
I mean, I guess you could put it that way. I think we were going to be kind of upset no matter how we lost because we went in with the expectations to win as well. But it's just something we had to move forward from, not hang our head because we got more season left.
Yeah, for sure. Now, looking ahead to the tournament and stuff, it's kind of a crapshoot with whoever you guys play. It's Oregon on Thursday, and then it could be like Creighton and Akron if y'all advance on Saturday. So my question is, with a team like Auburn that really seems to have y'all's number, like I don't know what it is that they're doing. It's obviously they play really physical. They got a ton of good shooters. What happens if you guys run into another team that's kind of like similar to that? Like, how do you all prepare for these different opponents that run different schemes and have different abilities and stuff?
The best way to do it is just in practice. Try to, we got some guys that try to resemble the other players on the other team. They do a really good job of that. They prepared us great for most of our games this year. We had a great year. So that, and then just, it's all about making adjustments in the game as well. Some things you can't really prepare for. So that'll be something in the game where we just have to do it on the fly and try to change some things up. But, if we even ran into Auburn again, man, we just have to try to do something different and figure it out. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I think I saw Auburn's on the other side of the bracket, so y'all wouldn't have to face them to the national championship. So
Yeah,
that might be good.
if we play them again, we've been handling business in the tournament. So.
Oh man, I like the confidence there. So yeah, just going back to the NCAA tournament for a second. Just have you ever been to Pittsburgh before?
Nah, this would be my first time.
Yeah, so I know a lot of y'all. It wasn't hard to tell. When Spokane came up and Salt Lake and stuff, there were a lot of cheers for y'all not having to go there and stuff. Is that kind of the vibe?
Yeah, me personally, I wasn't really feeling the West Coast as much. It's easier for our family and stuff to also make it the closer it is. So, we just wanted to have the biggest possibility of having the most fans there. That's a huge thing when it's coming to the tournament. That can make the slightest of difference. So, just family and fans pretty much, and staying on the East Coast. Some guys, I know Michi is from Cleveland, so that's pretty close to Pittsburgh. So he'll have a lot of people there. And I'm sure some other people on our team will as well.
Yeah, for sure. So when do y'all end up going? Are you guys flying out, driving? What's kind of the deal?
I believe we fly out tomorrow. They haven't told us what time yet because we play Thursday. But yeah, sometime tomorrow we'll be leaving.
Okay, yeah. So how excited are you guys to? I think you kind of mentioned it, but how excited are you guys to be able to go to like a new city that most of y'all haven't been to and just play kind of closer to home a little bit?
Man, it's exciting, man. It's a lot of guys go through college and not get this opportunity to even make the tournament. So it's something it's once in a lifetime unless you make it back. So we're just trying to cherish it, but at the same time, we're trying to stay locked in. And it's a business trip for us, so we're trying to just go down there and do what we do best.
Yeah. So you're a guy that's you're one of the few guys on this team, maybe besides Josh, that have been through the real lows and then more lows and now the highs. Can you just explain like what it's been like going from seeing your coach get fired to an 11-win year last year to what y'all have done this year? Like, is it still like just hard to believe or?
Well, yeah, so me and Josh, we've been here the longest on the team right now, 3 years. We came in the same year. So, Man, my first year we were solid. We were in the middle of the pack of the SEC, on the bubble of the tournament. We didn't end up making it, and then, last year was rough for us, like you said. But I just been sticking through it. I've been loyal to the university, and I believed in what Coach Paris could do last year. We had a lot of close games, even though it was tough on us last year, and I just really believe in my coach and the players he brought in to help us out. And it's really worked out for us this year, man. It's just all a blessing. I love all the guys we play with. They like my brother. So, man, it's a great feeling, man. Just, like you said, sticking through the lows, and now we're being here, man. It's a great feeling, man. I'm extremely blessed to be here.
Yeah, for sure. Now, speaking of LP, going back to when Frank Martin got fired and such, and then LP became the coach here.
Mhm.
Did you ever consider maybe like giving other schools like a look in terms of like transferring, or like when you met with LP, what was kind of the discussion that kept you home?
Man, that was during that time. It was one of the toughest decisions I had to make, man, because I had just finished my freshman year, and the coach I came in with got fired. So I'm like, man, I didn't really know what to do at first. Um, a lot of my guys that was on the team with me left, so we had a few guys left, probably like 4 or 5, and I talked to my parents, and we decided to, just to hear out what LP had to say and see if he still wanted me here. And we liked a lot of the things he had to say, and we, just doing some background checks on him. I saw he wins a lot. He's been at a few schools, and he wins, and that's my whole thing and plan. I just want to win games. And I've always been a team player, so yeah, I just like what he said, and I felt like I could develop in his system, and I just, I ended up making the decision, and I feel like it's worked out for me so far.
Yeah. What do you feel like is Lamont's best trait as a coach?
Um, Two things. Like, one, he uh really gets along with all the players, man. He's a really good guy, just in general. Like, just a great person, and along with the rest of the staff, and that in itself makes things a lot easier. Just being able to talk to him and get along with him, whatever you need, and then on the court, man, he just lets you play free. He challenges you on defense, on offense. He's a great coach, man. He really pushes us day in and day out. And man, I don't know, man. He's a great coach all around.
Yeah.
Like, from plays to off the court to anything, man. He's a huge reason as to why we are where we are. And he give us all the credit all the time, but he does a great job, man.
Yeah. What you think about his quarter zip game?
Amazing. That's top tier. I don't know if there's any more coaches with better quarter zip game than him, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Y'all ever think about all like walking into the arena one day and just wearing quarter zips to honor him, or what's the is that
We haven't talked about that, but I mean, I see some quarter zip thing on the social media or something every day, or even students walking by, they saying or seeing signs. So it's crazy now, man. They really running with the quarter zip thing.
Yeah. Is it ever crazy? I know you mentioned this morning you had class and such, but is it ever just crazy? Like, I don't know if you have in-person classes or not, or if it's all online. So
Mhm.
apologies in advance if I'm, not have this info right. But is it ever crazy going to class and it's like, people just like know you and just like, is it a lot different this year with people recognizing you and the team and such compared to last year and the year before?
I'll say, like, they always recognize you going to class. Like, I have 3 in-person classes this semester.
Yeah.
They've always like recognized you, but this year, since we're good, they got a little bit more energy for us this year.
Yeah.
But it's just, man, it's amazing. Just seeing our fan support this year has been crazy. They've came out and gave us extreme energy this year. So, man, we love our fans and all the students that go here, man. So I just appreciate them and everything all the support they've even given us, in the past years till now.
Yeah. So with March Madness, I mean, a lot of guys, I mean, our age and stuff, grew up going to class in like high school or whatever, and
Hmm.
watching games in class and such. Was that how you were back in the day, or?
With like March Madness.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, man. I used to watch it with my parents, my grandfather. We used to just sit and watch, and they used to be so exciting. So I actually talked to my grandfather the other day and just shot him a text like, man, I remember how we used to just sit and watch how exciting it was, and it's crazy like to see that I'm here now. So it's just crazy, man. And I'm extremely blessed to be here.
Yeah, for sure. You got a lot of family coming to the game in Pittsburgh, or?
Yeah, I got about 3 or 4 coming. My mom, my pops will be here. My sister staying home, my younger sister. But yeah, I have about 2 more people, family members, with about 4 in total.
Yeah. What's it like for you to be the in-state kid from Fort Mill and such? Just going to play at South Carolina and living the dream, getting to play in the biggest college basketball tournament
Man,
out there.
I take a lot of pride in being from South Carolina and being able to wear South Carolina around across my chest. That was a big reason why I came here. It's my home state school, and I get to represent being a South Carolina kid. So being able to just represent the school and the university and my family in the tournament, man, it's huge, man. It's what a lot of things one of the things I work hard for growing up. So it's like a dream come true to a young kid, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Got one more for you, Jacoby. With
Let's do it.
Garnet Trust and stuff, what have they meant to you throughout this whole year and process?
Man, they're a blessing, man. They give me opportunities, that a lot of people don't have, and I'm extremely thankful for them. I'm pretty sure I can speak for myself and my teammates, man. They do a lot for us, so it's just a great blessing, and I really appreciate them with everything. They support me and my family, so it's a blessing.
Yeah, for sure. That's going to do it for us today. Jacoby, always appreciate your time, man. And, good luck in March Madness. And, yeah, let's see if y'all can make a run. That'd be pretty sweet,
Man,
wouldn't it?
I appreciate you having me today, man. We're gonna try to make a run for us, man. So we're working hard for it. We're gonna see what we can do.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. And have a great rest of your day.
Appreciate it, Jack.